Now, you guys may be asking, why is the boycott on Hoyoverse failing and why are the actions they are taking laughable? LK here, and I'll be giving my thoughts on the excuse of a boycott that's been going on against Hoyoverse, pertaining to the race of the newest region in Genshin Impact, and how the characters aren't dark enough, so people are upset and are trying to boycott the game slash Hoyoverse to get what they want. But how they are going about it goes against what a boycott really is. Now, what is a boycott? Well, a boycott is when you refuse to make deals or use certain products or companies. As you can see here, I have 3 definitions that I will be going over. The first one is to engage in a concerted refusal to have dealings with a person, a store, an organization, etc. Usually to express disapproval or to force acceptance of certain conditions. To refuse to buy a product or take part in an activity as a way of expressing strong disapproval is the second one. And finally, for the third one, to combine in abstaining from or preventing dealings with as a means of intimidation or, as what I said in my notes, conscience, something like that. Or as number B will say, as you can see, to abstain from buying or using. I will have the link to the definitions in the description down below. With these definitions in mind, I would like to bring up the do's and don'ts of the boycott against Genshin Impact / Hoyoverse. So, with the do's and don'ts of the quote-unquote boycott: review bomb, like and retweet, speaking about it to others, call and complain to the customer support, sign a petition, contact your cultural ambassadors, and there will be more on that as well. Post your comments on the official Hoyoverse account comment sections, mute/block trolls. Okay, some of these, like the review bombing and to get companies' attention and signing a petition, or respectfully giving criticism in the comments underneath your content in any form, as well as word of mouth, but complaining to customer service who are there to help you with issues with your account. What some people don't understand is that saying to call just customer service to complain can turn into people going in and spam calling these lines and wasting the time of the workers who are just trying to get through the day, and the cultural ambassadors that could be dealing with the real issues are getting bothered with this because it's a game. The characters aren't real. Oh my god! Who knew? Fictional characters aren't real! They don't exist outside of fiction! Who knew? So, not worth doing anything because it doesn't exactly matter. So, as I'm going through this, I also noticed that they have changed the contact your local politician to cultural ambassador, which I don't know. I haven't heard anything about it or like that they've actually changed it on the whole thing. So this is the first time I'm really hearing about it, and this is when I finally had went into research about it. And as you can see with the screenshots that I have here to compare, one, I will say a great thank you and an amazing shout out because I love this creator. Rev says Desu is where I actually got one of the screenshots for my video. And I will have this amazing creator's links in my description down below for both his YouTube channel and his Twitch. So go ahead and please check out this amazing creator. And with that, I do want to go ahead and check out the don'ts. The don'ts of the quote-unquote boycott: making any additional purchases, participating in giveaways, participating in Hoyoverse's economic flow, battle pass, purchasable login rewards, merch, and collaborations. More on this later in the video. Harass/threaten voice actors, artists, or any content creators, which I do love this. Send threats to customer support, but not to kind of like say about anything about harassing them. interact with racist, don't speak over indigenous slash affected people. Now, this side, there are a few things that I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything about a boycott? And why in the hell aren't you telling people to stop playing the damn game like what a boycott is supposed to be? But that's not even on the don't side. So how are you even boycotting if you're still playing the game? As you can see from these definitions again. And from what these are saying, you guys aren't even really boycotting. First, what the fuck do you mean by don't interact with racist? Are you talking about people who understand that the characters and the regions are fictional, aka not real? Or the people saying that they're whitewashing characters when the characters weren't dark colored originally? I mean, the game developers took inspiration from these cultures, not, the whole thing. Plus, there are dark colored individuals. It's just not, as some of y'all would say, the important characters, quote unquote. The second thing, there are certain nuances that the game developers face when making the game due to the company being located in China, which I do feel is an important thing to consider in certain contexts that I don't feel that I have, exactly have the knowledge to speak on. The rest I do feel are okay, and I certainly don't have really anything more to say on that part of it. Something else I do want to touch on is that people in this quote unquote boycott are losing their wits about them over the fact that McDonald's and Genshin are collabing, which you're supposed to be boycotting against. I also wanted to state that there is a boycott on McDonald's currently happening over the Palestinian war, which I do feel is stupid in general, but that's my opinion as an adult person dealing with this day and age's economy. But I do want to let all of you people know who are still retweeting and liking and advertising and spreading awareness of the game, whether it's either in good or bad light, y'all are still helping Hoyoverse advertise their game. Just so you know. And that's all I really have for you guys today. And if you guys like this video, hit that like button. If you guys like me or my content, well then consider subscribing. And please comment your opinion down below. And let's have intellectual conversations together. Bye-bye!